Hi, how's it going? So, if my settings are correct, it should be now a proper CC, a proper closed captions. I install a plugin on my OBS, so hopefully it should work better now. If I double check. Yeah, I see it on my end too. I see it on my end too. Good, good, good. Let's change the settings a bit. Omni captions, I mean. Let's see. Beep, 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 beep. Advanced settings. Should be good, I think. Yeah, yeah. Now I can see it on my end too. And not now even know it properly works. Yeah, I thought of mostly doing just a chill art stream for today. Mostly for the roleplay group I'm part in. Sorry. So let's see. We make sure I got everything correctly. Mm-hmm. There we go. Oh yeah, I should also mention, I changed a little bit in the VAR tracks. So if I did this correctly, the music you play right now should not get into the VOD, but you get to hear it on live on stream. Why did I say VOD? I say VOD. I know the CC is not perfect, but I figure better to have it than without. Better than to have it than without it. Let me know. Just want to check some stuff here. Um, uh, Captions. Text should be shaded. Background is transparent. Window transparent. Alright, this should work now, I think. Yeah, looks much better now. Don't mind the messy sketches, it's gonna look better later on. Oh shit. Right. This is a bit sudden. Okay. I just got text from my family that they will come just about any second now. So, unfortunately, yeah, I know. I actually may have to end the stream early than I planned. I will back here. I will back here. I will back here later. But for now, so I cannot stream while my family is here. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about the early stream. My family had to do me and my family had to do some real life stuff, so we had to get that stuff out of the way. I didn't want didn't want them to be cut on stream because I'm pretty sure they would not like be live on stream without permission. So here we go, back to exactly where I left off. So, put music on. Here we go. Also, I looked back on VOD on previous stream before you had to stop interrupting. Imagine the VOD tracks actually work, so I can just play whatever music I want without worrying about copyright strike. Recurrent, at least with the music. So that's good. That means I have more variety of music to play without getting copyright strikes. It's a bit unfortunate that I had to end stream earlier, but we got it back on. Sorry, I need to make sure I look up the actual references for Traimon X and Lopman X. Because I had everything set up, but I had to take everything down when my parents came. Again, because we had to do real life stuff, so we don't want to get distracted or however we say it. You get what I mean? Hello! I just noticed you there. Hello, welcome to the stream. Also, if you notice, I have proper CCs now. So you should be able to see it just now. I used to have CC as part of a stream extension on Twitch, but it didn't work well on my end, so I decided to use a plugin on OBS instead. By the way, yeah. So you see it too. Good. You should also able to change the settings on your end, I think. In case it doesn't look quite right for you, or you can just turn it off, I think. At least I think so. No viewer has tested out yet. We should be able to, I think. We also have a sound alert if you want to use it, but I prefer not to spam it too much. But all the sound alerts are free. You should keep that in mind. Today I mostly use art streaming at the moment. I will be playing a game on Saturday or on Sunday, depending on my schedule. So if you want see me play video games, you can wait on weekends. On weekday, expect art stream and maybe gaming stream, depending on my mood. But if you want gaming, 100% go for weekends. Because weekends will be 100% guarantee to be gaming related. Although, if I'm playing on the weekends, it'll probably be me focusing on my backlog more than anything. Since I have a lot of games I have not finished yet. But enjoy the stream otherwise. Oh, Potato, you posted something on Discord. Okay. September. Okay, I have no idea what. Not September, September. This is kind of a downside with CC. It doesn't always understand what you actually try to say. Sorry, I'm reading on Discord just to figure out what this September thing is. Oh, I'm dumb. They said we supposed to post it on Discord later, not now. Okay. I did not miss much. I was just drawing. How long I can do this? There we go. I managed to get the outlines done, I think. But I might have to do some couple other things like the background or maybe if I should color it also to do grayscale. Because this is meant to be part of a roleplay group I'm part in. A art roleplay group to be more specific. I cannot tell if the issues you have with CC is the problem with the CC itself or just the CC have trouble reading my accent or dialect. Might be both actually. They better have it than without it. Okay, so I gonna assume you use my dialect / accent then. Because I'm not American. If it wasn't obvious. Good to know. Good to know. Because I mostly want to add CC just as a accessibility option in case someone needs it. Because you'd be surprised how many people who struggle to understand what people are saying just because they have a different dialect or whatnot. Since we actually have someone watching, at least someone still watching. Oh yeah, right. Sorry, I didn't know I told you this earlier or not, but at the beginning of, I think it was beginning of June. No, it was not June. It was July. Beginning of July. I moved to a new apartment. This is a new apartment I'm living in right now, and just a couple of days ago, I finally managed to sell my old apartment. So that thing is just finally getting done. It's not actually 100% done yet. I already signed the papers, but the getting my money and giving keys to the new owner is still in the process right now. So it won't be done till like early September, I think. But yeah, for the past few months, it has been a bit of transition from moving from old place to a new place and a lot of stuff. So it's been quite busy. Which I realized it might be not the best time to start streaming because I'll start by like in June. And I moved to my new place after July, so I realized in hindsight was maybe not the best time to start streaming, but still worked out anyway. I hope everything goes well for you too, because yeah, last week was a hell and back because had complication about electricity, so my apartment was completely black for a couple of days. For now, yes, but previous week, no. But now, yes, everything is fine. Last week's was actually terrifying because I had lost access to electricity and basically had a bit panicked, so I had to temporarily live at my sister's place. But I was able to sort things out, but I have to get some help from my family because I have too many bad anxiety about calling on the phone with strangers, just in general. So try to call someone to help for electricity problems was quite a holdback, to put it lightly. Hence why I have to ask my parents to help for that. But everything got sorted eventually. Yeah, all this is like, I don't know what it is. I'm like 31 years old, yet I still feel like I get anxiety when I talk to strange people on the phone. I don't know what it is. He just instantly brings my fight and flight for some reason. I don't know why. I feel embarrassed about it, honestly. I tried to, but easier said than done. Which is funny because I work part time at the grocery store. You think I will still able to talk with confidence, but a lot of times not really. It's not for like a try is difficult. Especially when you have a customer who's very impatient and won't listen. Have to remember I don't need to color everything manually. A bad habit of mine from the Photoshop days. Yeah, I'm thankful you seem to have better grasp or talk confidently than I do, but I appreciate your feedback. I actually don't use vector layers at the moment. I used to actually use regular layers at the moment. I sometimes use vector layers, but only when I'm like impatient or what have you. And there are advantages to use vector, but sometimes I prefer to do the old-fashioned way because a bad habit of mine from the old Photoshop days. I use a clip now, but for a long time I used Photoshop, but monthly fees suck, so Clip Studio Paint it is. Yeah, vector lines are great if you know what to use it for. Damn it, YouTube. Sorry, it does that sometimes. I still prefer it over Spotify because all the stupid ads annoys me. And I also have Liberable, so I don't need to deal with YouTube ads in general. This is good because some of the ads are absolutely atrocious. I don't blame me, to be honest. Again, I have Liberal Wolves, which has ad blocker built in already, so I don't have to deal with that. But on the phone, it sucks because sometimes I use YouTube on the phone in case I'm at work and bored while having lunch. I also need to figure out what other music to add on the playlist, since now I have changed the audio tracks to make sure music doesn't end up on the VODs. So yeah, I can do with like Lavi use copyrighted music without getting copyright strike because they will not be on the VOD, which is nice. It's nice to figure it out. It's complicated at the beginning, but once you figure it out, it's actually not that hard. You have to just remember which track is a VOD track and put the music on the anything track that is not a VOD. I know I'm not good at explaining it, but once you figure it out, it's actually super simple. Actually, can I even show it? Hold on. Right. No, it's not that one. Right, actually, I don't know. Yes, it's on our output. I can explain a little bit how I do it at the moment. Yeah, more or less, yeah. Right now, my audio track is on 1, and I have Twitch VOD tracks on 6. And so long as if I have, so long as it's not on 1 or not on 6, I should be fine. I mean, I have audio track on 1 and Twitch VOD track on 6. So anything that is not on 6 will not be in the VOD. That's the system I have at the moment. At least that's the system I have at the moment. I'm pretty sure other people have it differently. But it's totally fine. As long as it works, it works. Yes, Mario Kart Double Dash, let's go. It technically is from Mario Kart World, but it's a remix from Mario Kart Double Dash, which is a fan favorite of mine. I know that game is decisive, but Double Dash is so much fun. I have this one. It's like one of the few games me and older sister play together because she doesn't play video games normally. Actually, hold on. Let me go back to the check. Depending on which track decide on Twitch VOD to be, it will end up there. It's like if you have Twitch VOD track on number 6, anything that is on number 6 will be on the Twitch VOD track, if that makes sense. So if you Twitch VOD track is on 6 and you don't have anything check on 6, it will not be on the Twitch VOD, if that makes sense. Sorry if this is difficult to explain without showing it, but I have, from my end, anything that is on 6 will be on VOD. Anything that isn't on 6 will not be on VOD. At least I think so. Actually, I can go to advanced. Right, so to give you a reference, the music I have right now is on track 1 and track 5, but not on track 6. And because music is not on track 6, it will not be on the VOD. Does that make sense? Yeah, don't feel bad if it's confusing, because I didn't understand it at the first either, but eventually, once you get it, it makes sense. So I'll repeat again. The music I have right now is on track 1 and track 5. But because it's not on track 6, it will not be on VOD, because I have decided on Twitch VOD to be track 6. But yeah, that's basically the system I have at the moment. I'm pretty sure others have it differently, but that's basically what works for me now. Yeah, the separate tracks are mostly there if you want to record. On Twitch, as long as everything is on track 1, you should be able to post on actual stream. But anything that is Twitch VOD track, it will stay on VOD. I can explain it a little bit better after I finish streaming, but yeah. It's one of those things, this sounds super complicated at the beginning, but once you get it, it's like easier. Actually, I should take some water. Give me a second here. Might as well show off some alerts I have.
Please drink some water, you thirsty bitch.
Good. Again, if you scroll down the chat, you should be able to see other options there. Everything is free, because I'm not affiliate yet. but I prefer to not spam too much, just so it's not become too annoying. But enjoy the privilege of having all sound alerts being free for now. Yeah, it's a good version of Mario Kart theme. Sorry I'm a bit late on that. This is what happens when I'm in concentration mode. I need to learn to pay attention to the chat more, honestly. Maybe something I need to get used to because I've been streaming for like less than 3 months at this point. Good luck with that. Wish you luck. Yeah, those were used. They did those some popular Digimon, so understandable. My personal favorite is Dracomon, but unless you're a fan of the Royal Knights, I'm pretty sure most people don't care about Dracomon, at least from what I'm aware of. But I enjoy Dragomon because I'm apparently a basic bitch for enjoying dragons. I think that's done. I think it'll be called for today. I know I could do shading on the characters, but not feeling it today, to be honest. It's time to save it now. There we go. Yeah, thank you. It's very fun to use draw Tyrion X and Lopman X because they don't get a lot of art in general. Because Extended Panty use a lot of people tend to avoid Extended Panty because they are more detailed in design. Hold on. Sorry. But yeah, it's like almost 10 p.m. on my end, so yeah, why not? Let's find someone to raid.